Hi, everyone. Welcome to my second edition of a special report with mayors of Simcoe County. So I'm featuring Mr. Mayor of Essa Township. Before anyone asks, where the heck is Essa Township? Why don't you tell us, Mr. Mayor?
Well, Essa Township's really the center of the county of Simcoe, I like to think. And I know you just said I'm your second one. I hope I was the first pick, though, for interview, not second behind Jeff Lehman. But anyway, Essa Township, basically we border the Innisfil is basically out to our west,
Yes.
or our east. And to our west is basically Base Border and Agilitas. And we basically take in from Barrie in the far end. So basically Highway 90, County Road 90 across, Angus. We go down to just to Alliston, but not including.
Right.
Over to Cookstown, but not including.
Yeah.
And then up 27 in Thornton. All of Thornton is part of our catchment area as well.
Nice.
Our slogan's where town and country meet, so we have a good mixture here in our community.
It really is where town and country meets. For example, there has been some major boom. I'm going to pick Angus, first of all, for real estate in the last year and a half. It's always booming because of Base Borden, I think, personally. But what did you think that has transpired in 2017 here?
Well, first of all, it's quality of life.
Yep.
It is a great area. I follow real estate, always interested in real estate, and we are kind of protected in our area, like you said earlier, with Base Borden. They pay a decent wage now, and they want to be part of our community. They don't live on the base necessarily, and they're a great addition to our community. They're coaching our hockey teams. They're buying businesses when they're done, so it's been wonderful that way. But a big part of it is the federal government. And the federal government, basically, with all the new immigration, the new Canadians we're having, they're mostly picking two areas. They're picking out in Vancouver and they're picking in Toronto, and they want those services. So as we get new people coming, a lot of people have sold their houses, made good money, and have decided the last 5-10 years they may commute if they have to Toronto. They're grabbing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're getting larger properties. They're getting I think a better quality of life.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the young couples as well. The schooling system that they like in our area is great, fantastic. We're the 4th safest community in Canada.
Wow.
In Essa, we're in the joint policing with 3. So there's lots of reasons to come. We have a bus service now here in Essa. So the prices are unbelievable for us that have been here a long time.
Yeah.
It's shocking.
Yes.
But for the people, the new people that are coming to the community, it's still an unbelievable price and an unbelievable deal. So our area, I think, is we're protected. I think if you go to other parts of the province, it seems to be more consistent. And here, it's just it was a crazy increase. It was
huge.
It was actually too much too quick.
Yes.
But I think it's leveled out to where it is, and I think you're going to continue to have that great growth. And I know all of our subdivisions in Angus, especially if you've seen on the 5th. Every one of those houses is sold, even before they're even done. They're not even close to done. So every subdivision is sold, and developers will tell us all the time that people want to be in this area. There's just so much to offer. You can go north, an hour. You can go to the beach in a half an hour, Wasaga Beach. You can go to Barrie if you want to go downtown. But even myself, I have a property up north by Perry Sound. It's not that far to go. And for those days I want the zoo, it's only an hour to Toronto. So it's not a bad location to be in.
How long have you been the mayor of Essa Township for?
Well, I was first elected in 2000 as a councillor, but I've been the mayor. This is my second term, so 2 terms I've been the mayor, 2 terms deputy mayor, and really enjoyed it. I love meeting the people, and it's an absolutely fantastic community. If anyone's looking to come to a place to buy a house and have great schooling, buses, we got a brand new high school just a few years ago.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, that really completed the community and the local businesses. And even seniors said, is it ever nice to drive through the community now? And we actually see students going up and down. We didn't have that for a lot of years without high school. So it's really changed the image of the town. And there's a real buzz. There's a real buzz in Essa Township. And a lot of my residents, not a hit to Barrie, because I know Barrie's a great spot, but a lot of them are, a lot of the new ones in Angus that are moving there are moving, and the house prices aren't that. There used to be a big gap between Barrie and Angus, and that's kind of gone.
Yes.
And they're basically on par for the most part. But the big difference that a lot of people don't really like about Barrie, perhaps, is maybe like the congestion and traffic and
Taxes.
and the big one. You are exactly right. Our taxes are unbelievably low compared to Barrie. In fact, that you could almost have 2 houses for what you pay in the city of Barrie. So a lot of people come out. They've said that. They still seem to get the quality services. We have a library in Angus. We have a library in Thornton. So we do have a lot of those things, and we have a partnership with Base Borden to use their facilities as well. And that's the good news about that. That's the whole country paying and helping everybody here. So we have an indoor pool there. We don't have like a YMCA as such, like Barrie or Innisfil, but they can take advantage of those opportunities and those programs. And even us, our Parks and Rec, we're growing our township as well, and we have Parks and Rec director, and we're always asking people, what can we do? Yesterday at a seniors dinner, what programs do you want to see? And youth as well. So we're growing. There's a lot of people that want to be here.
What's the one thing you foresee, or that you've maybe heard about in the next year, that Essa Township can expect, other than on the 5th in Angus, that it's going to just explode even more? But what's the one thing you think is going to be happening within the next year for real estate purposes in the township?
Well, we have a few subdivisions coming forward. In fact, one here in Baxter that's starting up. So those will be light, nice, beautiful neighborhood that's starting up.
Correct.
And our industrial base, we have DCast, and we have the one that the Phoenix Trust is across. Phoenix Trust, I believe, is doing an expansion. DCast is doing well. So our industrial base is growing, which is good for our municipality. And there's a real interest, and I've been on, like I said, since 2000. There's a real interest. There's people coming every day. Like we just had a grand opening of Harvey's in Swiss Chalet this week.
Yes.
There are more and more businesses that want to come. So I think what you're going to see is just a lot more applications because the size of the town has grown. We've grown. The good news is we've grown. We haven't went crazy in Essa Township. We've had a nice rate of growth.
Correct.
And with that, we don't have quite the growing pains of some other communities by doing it that way. So we're continuing to go, and there's a lot of people that want to invest in our community. We're going to get a heck of a lot of pressure on growth, though, because we are filling up, and you have your numbers to 2031. So there will be a lot, but at the same time, we're very proud of our rural roots here. So it's quite the thing to deal with as a council, to see how you do, because you're legislated for growth, and we want that growth, but you want it to all fall into place and have a good picture at the end of it.
And not just residential growth, we're talking like businesses too. They, aside from the ones that we've just spoken about in Angus, we've seen some new businesses open up in Thornton too recently, and they're like really taking off now in there.
No, that's true. There's a lot of them have niche markets now, which is good, that people are driving to actually that community to spend in those specialty stores. As well in the agricultural Alliance AgriTurf, who was up in Thornton and still is, has decided to build another one. So down on County Road 10, they're building a huge building. So that's for our farming community. So we have to balance that. There's a lot of issues when you're mayor, like I said, speeding and everything else, and you just got to find a way to bring that all together, and everyone realize they got to share the roads, whether they're bicyclists or farmers or just people going on a tour. So we have to be cognizant council to make sure that we keep all those pieces together.
Thank you for having me.
Well, it's been wonderful. You do a great job.
Oh, thank you. So I'm going to link all the information below in this video to the township.
Okay.
And if anyone has any questions, not to you specifically, but to the township office, they can get a hold of you through that way as well. Correct?
That is perfect. They can get a hold of the township at any time. Hopefully it's not late at night and the music's too loud. That's all I ask. I get a lot of those calls.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.